Oki, Dadanistata, Ambawastich, Tansei, and good morning, everyone. Calgary, we are well on our way back to regular water availability, but we're not quite there yet. There's still a number of steps that we have to complete before we can return to regular water use. But some folks are starting to get impatient, and you're asking, I can see that all the repair sites are backfilled, the paving's been done, everything looks good to go. Why do I have to keep saving water? It's a fair question. As you heard yesterday afternoon, the work to fill the feeder main began last night, which means it's going to take about 14 million liters of water to fill the pipe, and that means about 36 hours. When it comes to flushing the pipe, that's going to take some additional time. There is then testing of the water and stabilizing of the pipe to get the pressure back up to the level it needs to be. If, and I have to stress, if all goes well, we could be back to regular water service by the 1st of July. Again, if everything goes as planned, we could be there ahead of original estimates. But this stage of the return to safe water is also one that presents the most risk. We are refilling and reflowing a pipe that received a major shock when it broke on the 5th of June. The shock from that rapid depressurization at that time means we must slowly bring the feeder main back up to regular flow and regular pressure. In the meantime, water conservation is needed so we don't put too much stress on the water system while it's being prepared to return to service. Some of you seem to be done with efforts to save water, and I understand how frustrating it is and how long this has been, but we need to keep doing more. We've seen a very steady and concerning trend of water usage creeping up in the last few days. Yesterday, we used 473 million liters of water, and it was another day of very high water use. It's hard to watch that, especially after a week of seeing that we were doing an excellent job of conserving water. We're starting to slip, and I hope we can get back to that safe place, around that 450 million liters used, so that we have citywide availability to get water to all of our homes and businesses, and also to get it to care facilities and hospitals, and to have water on hand for very important life-saving measures from the Calgary Fire Department. We have seen that that's been needed over the course of the last 3 weeks. We need to save water right now to make sure that we don't have more severe problems in our system, like reservoirs or taps running dry. Now is the time to keep up your efforts. We will be rewarded for them. At this critical stage, water crews need to finish the job. So every decision that all of us make, whether it's big or small, makes a very big difference in keeping water flowing to emergency operations and to all of our homes. This is the way that YYC International Airport is operating right now. They have been good water stewards by suspending all outdoor irrigation and non-essential water uses. They have also been urging airlines to refill water needed for their planes at destinations other than YYC. They've been using non-potable water from their retention ponds to do the work for the West Runway rehabilitation. And there are many signs around the terminals urging guests to please conserve water like all of us are here locally. This is a Team Calgary effort, and we all need to find our own ways to reduce water usage. 3 weeks in, it should almost be second nature to make sure your tap is turned off as you're washing your hands or brushing your teeth, and to make sure that your shower playlist of 3-minute songs is fully dialed in. And I know that those 7 non-potable water depots around the city have been seeing a lot of use. It is being used by both the construction industry and folks with a green thumb. You've used more than 600,000 liters, and hopefully the rain helped you out last night as well. So please keep being good water stewards and use that rainwater and that non-potable water for your gardens and for your plants. Now, about the rain we received last night. It did wonders for our parks and yards and our gardens, but it did create a small problem for our paving crews. As we advised you earlier, with construction and backfilling complete at the sites of the hotspots, we had moved on to repaving of 16th Avenue. Now, the repaving work is mostly done. It's missing about 2 inches off the top of the pavement, but it is in good enough shape to open 16th Avenue back up again tomorrow. So you will be able to use that roadway, but please be prepared for a few bumps. We're missing just a little bit of pavement. That is great news, though, for commuters and businesses alike. So if you can get out into Montgomery and Bowness, I know they would sure appreciate it. We've got more good news for you. We'll be having the fan favorite Canada Day fireworks at Stampede Park this year again. Thanks to an assist from the Calgary Fire Department and the fireworks safe layout that exists at Stampede Park, the pyrotechnics will be going ahead at 11 p.m. For the best Canada Day experience, you can head to Confluence Historic Site and Parkland, formerly known as Fort Calgary, to enjoy the show on the main stage, followed by the fireworks. More information about all Canada Day festivities through the City of Calgary is available to you through calgary.ca/Canada Day. Returning now to the work that's being done underground on the feeder main, part of the return to service includes flushing, which could look a little bit like water is being run for no reason. If in the coming days you see that sort of free flow of water and you're wondering what it is, I would urge you to call 311 and also to remember that the water we are flushing from the pipe to get us to the point of being able to test, that water that's being flushed is also being dechlorinated before it's put back into the river. Flushing is essential to make sure that the pipes are clean to run treated water through, which gets us to the testing stage of water restoration, when our partners at Alberta Health Services will be able to give us a full go-ahead on restoring your water services. If things go according to plan and we have no issues or setbacks, we're about a week away from being in a place to gradually ease up on the water-saving measures that we have been asking you to take indoors. We are in the home stretch, but our eyes are wide open that anything could change at any moment, and each day tells us a little bit more about when we will be back into full water service. So let me put it to you this way. If you're baking something in the oven, you don't take it out 10 minutes before it's done. If you're writing a paper for school, you don't hand it in without the conclusion being written. And if you're doing renos in your kitchen, you don't stop the work without hanging the cabinets back up and finishing the painting. In the same way, we need to finish this job of restoring water service to our city. And this is the stuff you can't see. It's the stuff that's underground. But we are coming to you each day at 8:30 and 2 p.m., letting you know what that work is that we're doing in the pipes. Remember, we're filling, we're flushing, we're testing, and then we are getting to stabilization. I also want to say that I've greatly appreciated all of the assistance we've gotten from the provincial government through Alberta Health Services as we've needed to do testing in communities like Bowness and as we will need to test the water system moving forward. They've been good partners in having us have access to the river to provide non-potable water. Anytime we've needed them, they have certainly stepped up. I'll be back this afternoon with more information on the progress of water service restoration at 2 p.m. from the Emergency Operations Center. Until then, be well, be good water stewards, and take care of each other.